Okay, in my last video, I said the only war the United States ever won was the Civil War, and that was because they were fighting themselves, which is true, but it wasn't totally true, right? They also won the Revolutionary War, but I guess you could say they were fighting themselves then too. But yeah, those are the two wars that they won. See, right now, you got a president, right, telling you the world that Iran is done, dead. They can't do anything. We killed all their shit, even their supreme leader. They are in total disarray, but he need help. He mad at NATO because NATO won't help. Nobody wants to help you. You want to know why? Because everybody is figuring out that the United States paid to create Israel. They got their startup money from the United States of America. It's always been the United States in Israel. They just want to be the Jewish people. They want to be the chosen ones, right? So they set up a place called Israel to challenge the Israelites, right? And then they put people in there, systematically pick people, their people, pale skins, right? That's why none of them have blood from the land. None of them. That's why they banned taking the test. But the thing is, the United States wanted to be the chosen ones. They wanted to have beachfront property, Gaza, right? And they wanted to be able to live like the chosen people of the world. Because that's what they think they are, right? And that's what they like to say they are. But the more uh, people learn and pay attention to themselves, the more they realize, right, that they were never the chosen people. That's why they're going all out right now, because they're on their last stand, right, to be a people of power, right? The world don't run by power. Power is an illusion. An illusion is defined as something that will eventually pass away. And power comes from force or energy, right? And once the power is used, it goes away, right? So people are not constantly in power, right? They go to sleep, they take breaks, they have fun, they play with their kids, but their job is of power, right? To be in power, right? And there's no such thing as power. This whole thing is an illusion. It's a de facto government. There's de facto money. Only reason any of this shit still runs is because we, the people, allow it to, right? And when I say we, the people, I don't mean the we that I say when I say me, myself, and I, right? So there's a difference. When I say we regularly, I'm talking about me, myself, and I. When I say we, the people, I'm talking about the country, right? We have nothing to do with these fucking wars, right? We didn't even know it was happening until it happened, because we have a sitting president that does whatever he wants and nobody says anything. So let me explain to y'all when I say y'all try to steal a religion, that the Jews you see today and the Jews that are over there, and the reason they created Israel is because they wanted to be chosen, right? So much that they painted the the person they wanted to believe in as pale skin. Now, why would you do that to a person of color, knowing they're of color? Why would you portray them as pale skin if you believed in them? If you believed in heaven after this, if you believed in any of that, and God at all, right? Why would you think it's okay, right, to remake his appearance, right, and then tell people that you are the chosen people, and then get mad at people when you find out you're not, right? And then get mad at them and tell them that God loves everybody. Hey, you think he gonna just let y'all consider him something else, proving y'all don't believe him? Yeah, eat people, rape children, right? Have sex with demons, right? And y'all want to be the people that are chosen. by God. Why would you want that? Why wouldn't you just accept the demons you follow, right? You know why? Because the world will shut you down. Because it don't matter how much money in the world you have, you show that color, they will disown you and you will disappear. Because your people are the worst people in human history. Who do y'all think your people were taken advantage of when there were no colored people around? When y'all were up in them Caucasus Mountains, right? With y'all 80 different languages and snow all year round. And who y'all think y'all was enslaving and killing? Each other. And then when y'all ran out of shit to do up there, right? Y'all brought that shit out to the world. The world wasn't doing none of that shit y'all doing. They still not. Why you think your women, right, tell your children if they get lost at a park, playground, airport, anywhere, if they get separated from the parents or the babysitter or whoever they're with, to go to a person of color, preferably a woman? Why do you think that is? Why do you think they feel safer telling their children to go to a people who they enslaved, slaughtered, whipped, right? Grandparents, because slavery's not that far gone, right? Their grandparents were whipped by you people, but eaten by you people, hung and fried by you people. Like literally, you people went up in your personal airplanes and dropped liquid fire onto people's houses. Y'all bombed these people, and these are the people you tell your children, right, to look for if they're lost, because even though y'all did all that shit to people of color, y'all trust that people of color will be kinder than your own people who did so-called nothing to y'all at all. Why you think that is? We not the same. Y'all know this. But y'all problem is y'all think we still not willing to stand up for ourselves, because y'all think that them beatdowns, them hundreds of years of beatdown is still in our systems. When y'all start looking us in the eye, we gonna put our heads down. Y'all know that shit is over. It's why your president is doing what he's doing. Yeah, he's trying to get out of here, get all his rich friends, get them over there to Gaza where they can't be arrested or convicted of a crime. Cause they're gonna go out there and pretend to be the chosen people. That's their plan. That's their plan. They don't want America. They destroying this shit. Can't you tell? They got the whole world hating y'all, right? The money's no good. None of the shit y'all have is any good. The only people who have anything that's of value right now are the trillionaires and billionaires. Don't act like they don't exist. Right? Those are the people they plan that are planning to move. They planning on running and leaving this shit, right, the way they fucked it up. But the problem is they got a short-term memory. Everywhere they go, they bring destruction. Gaza be no different. They're just gonna give themselves more time. That's all. Cause their time is up here. Right? They don't even respect their women, and y'all defend them to the end. Y'all didn't get rights until our people got rights. Y'all couldn't vote. None of that shit. And y'all call our people lazy. Your women 30 years ago had flat asses, right? All of them. Flat asses, because they sat on their asses all day and did nothing. Right? Y'all have a physical history of having flat asses, right? The only reason y'all don't have them now is because y'all get up, get out, and get something. That's it, right? But back then, y'all were under control of the men like the world was, and they didn't give a fuck about you. They still don't give a fuck about you. They trying to marry y'all off at 13 to grown-ass men, because they don't care what the men do to you, because they consider their children sacrifices to be made. And y'all still think we're the evil, lazy ones. Something fucking wrong with y'all.